Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. And today, you're witnessing a historical moment because I'm gonna do something that I don't really do ever. I'm gonna attempt to do a clean girl neutral look. And in case you're regular here, don't worry, I'm not held at a gunpoint, but I wanna hold this palette, the Adventure Time Candy Kingdom palette from Lidl, and I've been kind of going through the numbers and I realized that a lot of the shades that I've only used once here are like the neutral shades, which kind of makes sense. So we're gonna attempt to use them today and figure out a look with them. Which I think is gonna be very like clean girly. I don't know how to title this video, but it's gonna be something like that. I'm gonna say I'm as prepared as I can be for this. I drank an entire glass of matcha, so I should be good. And so we're gonna be focusing on the shade James 2, then this brown, which is called Cinnamon Bun, the pinky one, then these two, Lake Butterscotch and Neddy. And I think we're gonna start with my brows. And for my brows, I'm gonna use Royal Tart and Mother Gum. Yes, I know you're supposed to do just like the brow glue or something like that, but I have this weird obsession where I have to match my brows to my hair. And since my hair is now colored, I need it to match, okay? I don't know what kind of obsessive compulsive disorder I have, but I just need that. So let me brush my brows, and we're just gonna do that. And obviously, since my hair is colored, well, I mean, normally I do use eyeshadows in my brows anyways, but now that it's colored, I'm obviously gonna use eyeshadows. I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix these two shades, but I think I'm gonna focus this one more in the outer part and this one more in the inner part because it's kind of slightly lighter. And this is gonna be interesting for me because I sometimes attempt looks that are more like neutral, like clean girly, and then it just kind of goes out of hand and I just do my usual. I'm just not very good at this. So should you trust my skills? Should you have any faith in me? No, you really shouldn't. I don't have any faith in me. But we're gonna attempt. So just kind of, that's a little low. This is a little too far. But yeah, something like this. I feel like that's a nice color match. So I'm gonna finish up the brows and be right back. Okay, first step is done. I know that technically this is already like kind of wrong, but I don't know. I feel like your eyebrows should match your hair color. That's just kind of, or like be as close. Like obviously if you have like colored your hair ginger and you have like warm light brown hair naturally, I would not really bother with like orange eyeshadows, but like, you know, and obviously if you have naturally black hair, like you don't have to bleach your eyebrows just because you want to have a pastel pink hair, pastel pink hair. But if you're like me and you have very like malleable, is that the word, brow color, I say go for it. Now for eyes, this is my second step always. Art Deco eyeshadow base. This is just what I've been using, and I guess since I started using it, I'm just gonna keep using it and maybe finish it one day because why not? I usually don't really switch my eye primers because especially if I'm testing something and if I'm in the middle of like reviewing or hauling something, I just want to give everything the same chance. And then if it doesn't work, I go for other primers, obviously. But otherwise, like I want to have the same kind of base ground. And now I think I want to start with the darkest shade first because a lot of the times I say I want to do light look, but then, and I always say like I'm gonna add just a little bit of depth in the outer corner, and then I blow it out into a huge big dark look. So I feel like we're gonna start with the darker and then make it lighter and lighter in the future. So What do I want to do? I'm gonna start with the cinnamon bun in the outer corner. By the way, this bun is so beautiful. Like the quality, the shades, like everything is so pretty and I love it so much. And this is a very light shade, by the way. Like it's I feel like if I would use this in my brows naturally, it would look like I have nothing on. It's literally a very light, soft shade. So I'm just gonna use that in the crease. And you can kind of build it up. Like I'm gonna build it up a little bit over here. Just because I feel like it is needed, but all in all, like this formula is just so A, really easy to use, and B, very like blendable. And if you wanna blend it out into nothing, you will be able to do that if you blend for long enough. But if you want like a really good punchy look, it will also be really easy to do. Now I'm gonna use the neutral shade. Now I'm gonna use a beige shade called James Doom. I never use these shades. I know some people use this to set their base, but your base is supposed to make your eyeshadows stay, not crease, and make them very pigmented. So setting it just kind of not really, it doesn't really help. It just kind of hinders its work. So I don't understand what that, like, yes, if you use concealer as an eyeshadow base, obviously, but concealer isn't a base. It's not like an eyeshadow primer. Yes, it can be a color base, but it's not an eyeshadow primer. It's not gonna actually help your eyeshadows stay or anything. If your eyeshadows look good just with using concealer, it means that your eyes just don't crease and aren't too oily. Because if they were oily, it really would not work. Like I have definitely oilier lids, and no matter, like, even if it's like very self-setting matte concealer, my eyeshadows will crease like crazy. So yeah, you know, do I ever do this? No. Do I like doing this? No. But I'm here for you, and I want to do this for you because I don't know. I'm sure there is someone out there who likes the neutral look, and I'm trying. I'm gonna put a little bit of color in, so we're gonna use Demi. I feel like pink is neutral, right? Like I could do this. Please let me do this. At least a little bit of color, just like itty bitty. So I'm using this all in the inner half of the crease. I'm using this Refer 13 brush. Which reminds me I should probably clean my brushes today. That's very sad to discover. Yeah. And I'm actually pulling it pretty much all the way into my brows because I just want the color to actually kind of stay there and be visible. I just, because I usually go like pretty much over here with my shimmer, so then the pink wouldn't really show up. Are you allowed to do lower, like, eyeshadows on the lower lash line? I'm not completely sure. I'm gonna use the Cinnamon Bun, which is the first shade, because honestly, it's not that dark. I just love having eyeshadows underneath my eyes as well. Like, I just feel like it looks better if it's all encased. It always feels kind of unfinished. I also feel like my eye look is unfinished if I don't put mascara on my lower lashes. Like, I cannot wear mascara only on the top lashes. Then Shine On Shimmer Shadow Enhancer from Cleonut. I don't think this is like a great shimmer primer because I feel like the only shimmers that look really good with this are shimmers who look good no matter what. So I don't think it actually like really helps the shimmers. It's pretty much just like a sticky base, but honestly, it's not even that sticky. If you apply shimmers on it when it's still wet, it's not actually gonna work and the shimmers don't want to attach, so you have to wait for this to almost dry down completely. But then it kind of doesn't really want to hold the shimmers the way that, for example, like NYX glitter primer would. So I'm just spoiled with NYX glitter primer, okay? I'm gonna use, what am I gonna use? So this shade Neddy in the second half, and then this shade on top called like Butterscotch. I'm gonna put in my inner corner, maybe in like in the either. Are you allowed to do shimmery inner corner? I feel like a lot of like the clean girls don't use shimmers on their inner corners, but I just really want to. So first we're going with Neddy. It's just this like neutrally peachy to pink shimmer. It's very soft, especially on this base. Like if you put it on darker eyeshadows, like if I were to put it on the very vibrant purple, no, sorry, the pink, like very fuchsia pink that I have in my brows, that it actually looks a lot better because it actually has a base. But here it just looks like a little bit of a sparkle, which I feel like that's as much as you can, as you're allowed for like the clean girl aesthetics, which could never be me. I just want my shimmers, okay? I want all the sparkle, all the fun. And I'm using the light butterscotch. And like you see, it just, the primer, I mean, it does catch all the particles, but I don't think it, like little looks way better with the NYX glitter primer. I'm gonna use the like butterscotch in my inner corners. It's a need, okay? I like it. I wouldn't be myself, and I don't want to do another makeup look today. Like I want to wear this all day, and for that I need it to be like actually something that I enjoy. And I need more shimmers. I'm sorry, I'm gonna put a little bit more, okay? Just I need more shimmer. I'm gonna also apply the shade Neddy with my finger, just a little bit more, teeny tiny bit more, please. Like I still want to be able to recognize myself in the mirror, and I would not recognize myself this way. I'm gonna do a teeny tiny eyeliner. Teeny tiny, okay? Just cute little one. And I'm gonna use one of the shades I used in my brows. I think it's gonna be the Mother Gum. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the Mother Gum. So that's gonna go as a teeny tiny liner. I don't think you're really gonna be able to see it all that much. Like, I feel like it just kind of will like tie the whole look together a little bit more. Yeah, just like a baby wing. I don't even know if you can see it. And I'm gonna do the other eye off camera. Okay, so the liner is done. I feel like I'm gonna do white in the waterline. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but I'm gonna do that. And this one is the Glisten Cosmetics Spectra pencil in the shade white. You know, I just feel like it brightens your eyes, and especially if I use like pinks or reds as eyeshadows, I feel like then it can make your eyes look a little bit too red. So to kind of counteract that, I'm gonna use this. Then obviously I'm gonna curl my lashes, and for my mascara, I'm gonna use the Essence All Eyes on Me Multi-Effect Mascara. I'm almost out of this one, like I don't have that much of product left. And I feel like therefore it's gonna give a little bit more natural effect and not too much like a big mascara. Because again, I don't know if you're actually allowed to. I've seen some people who do the like clean girl thing, and they wear huge lashes, like not false lashes, they have their own, but you know, mascara that really elongates them. It looks like a little spider. So I feel like you're allowed whatever mascara you like. But yeah, this one is so pretty. Like it looks very nice. It just makes your lashes black and it kind of elongates them. But what I really like, it really separates them. So they look a lot fuller. I'm gonna do the lower lashes. I know that a lot of clean girls don't do that. But I Okay. I just find the look weird. I've tried it a couple times and I just don't like it. And yes, I have a little accident here. I'm gonna try to take it off later. So, but I feel like this is really pretty, like cute little lashes, right? And I don't want this to sound like I don't like this look in a way. Like if I saw someone wearing this, I wouldn't think, oh, this is ugly. I do think it looks really nice on people. It's just the fact that I love seeing myself with a lot of different colors, a lot of sparkles, a lot of, fun, shiny, colorful things. So for me, even though these are really beautiful shades and a really beautiful finish, and objectively, if I saw this on somebody else, I would really like it. It's just the fact that, and it's not that I don't feel pretty in this, it's just the fact that I just want all my colors. I want to have a little rainbow on my eyes every single day. I want to have my super sparkly eyeshadows. I just, like, it's just about what I like. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what the analogy would be. Like, I can find long heel shoes pretty, but that doesn't mean I want to wear them. Like, it's the same thing. Yes, they're pretty. Yes, I really like them on other people. I think they're stunning, but I would never want to do that to my feet. And it's the same thing with this type of makeup. I know it's pretty. I know it looks good. I know it objectively would probably look better on me. Like, I know a lot more people would think I look nice if I wore looks like this. Because that's just kind of what you're conditioned to think and believe. So I understand that. I'm fully, aware of that, but I don't like myself this way, or don't like myself. I just, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I just love seeing all the colors and all the textures and playing with it. And honestly, for me, most of the time, I don't really, like, how often do I look at my looks? In the morning when I do the makeup, and then sometimes when I'm in, like, close proximity to mirror, like in a bathroom or something. But otherwise, I don't actually see it. For me, the fun is in the moment that I'm doing the makeup and enjoying to, like, see all the colors, touch them, swatch them, use them. Like, that's the thing. Now, for the face, let me actually grab a couple of things because I forgot to have them here. Okay, so I'm currently testing Catrice Cosmetics. I made a full face of Catrice and I will link it in the little card. But I've been trying a couple of their things. A couple of their things are a little bit older. I'm gonna use the Aqua Splash Grip Primer from Catrice because this one is actually on my project pan for this year. So I'm gonna use just a little bit of it on my face. Because my face is a little bit like, yeah, it's kind of drier today. Like, not dry, but I'm normally quite like combo, slightly more oily in the summer. So on my, it's definitely drier than my usual. So I'm gonna use that, and I have like fluff here for some reason. I swear I don't know how I was sleeping today. It's kind of weird. So, I don't think I've ever worn like a full coverage foundation. And if I do, I still sheer it out a lot because I don't like that look on me. I'm gonna use this Catrice Soft Glam Filter Stick Glow Booster in the shade 010 Fairlight. I said in my review that this is very much like a clean girl thingy because it doesn't really have any coverage. And what it does is that it makes your face just slightly more glowy. Not oily, but glowy. It's definitely not a matte finish or, satin finish or anything. Like, it's glowy and you can feel it on your face. Not that it will be heavy, but you know you have it on. But I feel like it just gives you that like healthy glow, and I want to use it again because I think I've only used it like in the review and then once more afterwards. But that's my entire experience with this, and I want to use it again and just, I always like to use everything like 3 times before I haul it at the end of the month or beginning of next month, just to really give myself the time to, because I feel like it's really stupid to just use it once and then give you my review of it, because one time, like, your skin could have been bad, you could have used it with a product that maybe it doesn't really correspond well with, and stuff like that. So I just don't think that that's an honest and good way of, reviewing something. I always like to use it multiple times. Even with my eyeshadow pads, I always nope and left behind them for my initial review. So like I use every single shade in the review video, but then I always try to use each of the shades at least 1 or 2 more times, so that I know that I've used everything, preferably 3 times. With these bigger pads, sometimes I only use the shades twice and then a couple of them 3 times. The ones that I'm kind of not sure about. But yeah, like I just want to make sure, because sometimes you just have lucky days and maybe it worked, but what if it only worked on that day and you will never be able to replicate it, you know? So the same as you can have bad days and maybe it didn't work, but on other days it would. So I feel like it's really good to give yourself a couple more uses to just make sure that everything actually works the way that it does. And so that I can at least pinpoint, like, hey, so I've worn it 4 times. 3 of the times were really good, but one of the times I'm not sure about it, and here are the possible, like, reasons for why it didn't work. I feel like that's really important to say. I'm gonna top it with a powder foundation that is also very, like, low coverage, but since that is powder, I'm gonna do my liquids first. So I'm gonna use this concealer. This one is the Superstay concealer from Maybelline. It's in the shade number 10, because that's what I am. I'm a 10, yeah. This is so silly. And I always use my fingers for this, in case you're new here. I always use my fingers for my concealer. I just feel like it looks better and it just soaks into the skin way better and it doesn't leave any, like, traces. Whenever I use whenever I use brush, I just get strokes and weird creasing under my eyes. And then if I use beauty blender or anything else, like, again, it's not as good as fingers for some reason. Sometimes I have problem with using my fingers with foundation, because I feel like it gets sometimes streaky with my fingers. But for concealer, I don't know, it just works better this way. For blush, I technically was thinking about using my Project Pen blush, or I could also use this Catrice blush affair. I feel like both are very, like, clean girl, but I feel like what would be probably, like, the first option is the stick, because this one is the Revolution Fast Bleach blush in the shade Peach. Because stick, I feel like that is something clean girls love the most. So we're just gonna do, and I do have blush blindness for sure, so I will use a lot. But also this one kind of shears out a lot, so you'll see that it's actually not that much. Oh, and since I'm gonna go over it with the powder foundation, I might use a powder blush as well. Well, am I really gonna, like, powder this area of my face though? I'm probably not gonna do that. But do you see how beautiful, peachy, healthy blush this is? I love this. So that's the blush. Do I need any other liquids on my face? Or was this the last liquid? I feel like this was the last liquid. I'm gonna do powder highlighter. And otherwise we have the entire face done. Okay, so I'm gonna use this L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. I've already worn this maybe like 5 times. I have it in the shade 40 Cashmere. I don't use the sponge that comes with it. I've tried it a couple times and I don't like how it looks. Honestly, like, it makes it kind of cakey on the face. And I've watched Robert Welsh, and he made a video a while ago talking about how you're supposed to use powder foundations and, like, cushion foundations and all of these things. And he was showing the techniques, and honestly, it didn't look nice on me. And I don't think that that's Robert's fault. It could be my fault, or it could be just the actual product that just doesn't like to be used that way. But it was still kind of cakey. I feel like this way it's a lot softer, and still it's not for full coverage. Like, you can see all my redness and my spots and stuff like that. So it's just, I guess, a little bit more coverage than a regular powder. but it's definitely not like a foundation foundation. But I do like this because I'm not someone who wears foundation like ever pretty much, and I don't like the feel of foundation. I don't like anything that's like visibly on my face. I don't like something that is sticking to my face or my like hair is sticking to it. I don't like when it creases on my face, when I can feel it like on my pores and stuff like that. So I just, if I don't know that it exists on my face, then I'm okay with it. But most product you can tell that they are on your face, and that's what I really like about this product, is that I don't really feel it at all. And I guess it just makes sure that A, I'm not as shiny, which is always nice in the summer, and B, kind of, I don't know, it gives your skin this beautiful filter. And I feel like when I use the Catrice foundation underneath, which I've already done, like I think this is the third time that I'm doing this, it's just like your skin is glowy from the Catrice product, but it also has satin finish from this powder, so that's kind of like the best of both worlds, because I'm not sticking to anything, I'm not shiny, but I'm nicely like a healthy glow. I have this like healthy glow on my face, which I appreciate. I feel like this brush really helps to kind of disperse it so that it's not cakey on your face. So this is kind of the face. I feel like it looks very like natural looking. I don't think it looks cakey or anything. So I'm very happy with this, and I am very, very picky with foundation. Now for a highlighter. Don't kill me for the, but I'm panning something, and also I want people to see my highlighter. That's why I'm putting it. I don't understand why I should put things on my face that you can't see. Like I put makeup on so that people can see I have makeup on. So this really, like this whole clean girl thing really goes against everything I believe in. That's why also I don't wear foundation, because you can't really see that. Like if this was colored foundation, like wearing a green on my face, I would do that, but otherwise, whatever. So the highlighter, I'm gonna mix the Beauty by Mini Charms palette and the shade Pluto that I'm almost out of, because I feel like this Goldie it will work. And then I'm also gonna mix this with the Sorbeti palette by Glam Shop, which is currently my palette crush of the month, so I'm using it every single day. And I'm dipping into this shade, which is called Essentials Brush Queen, which is beautiful, like peachy, pinky gold, which is very similar actually to the shimmer shade that I have on my lid. So I feel like it's gonna tie the whole thing together. And I just love this combo. I've been wearing this combo very, very often actually. So yeah, just a little goldy, pinky, peachy moment here. I mean, it's so pretty. I don't know if you can actually see it properly. I'm trying to go like a little lighter handed than I normally go for. But it's just so pretty. I love this combination, and I don't know, this combination just makes me very happy. So that's for the highlighter. And now for the lips. So I feel like lips are supposed to be very like neutral again. We're continuing with the theme. So I'm gonna use a lip glaze from Catrice. I've already used this like 5 times, so I really like, I don't need to use it. I know how it looks, and I know that I like it, but yeah, because I really like it, I want to use it. Now, what kind of lip liner are we gonna do? I have this one that I've only tried once. The Catrice lip liner, the Plumping Max Lip Liner, in the shade Manhattan. And yes, I find it funny. It's kind of like a brown rose, like a browny rosy shade. Or this one, which is called, it's the shade Happy Hazelnut, and it's the Catrice Creamy Nude Lip Pen. Which is a little bit more brown, as you can see. I'm gonna use the hazelnut shade. I think I've already worn all of them. Oh no. I think I've already worn all of them. At least once, but yeah, this is such a beautiful shade. And now I don't remember if you're supposed to erase your Cupid bow, if that's like the general trend, or if it's just like for some people. But the thing is, I don't have... I feel like it looks really good if you have lip filler. But I don't have that, and I have small lips, and I feel like if I erase my Cupid's bow, it kind of looks strange. Or is it just me? Maybe I'm just not used to this. You know what? I need my Cupid's bow, okay? I just find it weird without it. And now I'm gonna use the Catrice Summer Lips Lip Glaze in the shade CO2 Orange Spritz. I just love this. It smells so divine. It smells very orangey. And I feel like this is exactly the type of product that you're supposed to be using. And we're done, right? Like, I have my eyes, my brows, my face, lips, cheeks. Yeah, we have everything. And I don't use bronzer. I technically could use the Catrice bronzer, but I'm not someone who usually uses bronzer. So I'm not gonna do this. So I'm not gonna do it. You know, it's supposed to look natural, and I naturally don't have bronzed face. Ever. Because I don't tan, because I'm a ghost. Yay. So, this is the final look. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if I, was able to create something that's like clean girl-ish. Kinda. Please. Please. I think it's cute. As I said, I think it's really cute. Like, I have no problem with this look. It's just that usually, like, I would do this look if I'm in a hurry and I'm going to work and I need to, wake up at 4 in the morning and I'm really tired. Like, yes, I might do something like this because this is something that I literally can pull off in 10 minutes. I wouldn't do foundation. I don't wear foundation for work or anything. Like, I only wear foundation when I'm at home doing nothing, because then I have the time to like apply foundation. Otherwise, foundation is the first thing that I'm cutting out of my like routine. The same goes for the powder. And the same goes for the lips. Like, if I don't have time, I'm doing brows, eyes, cheeks, and a lip balm, like a colorful lip balm on the lips. And that's all I'm doing. Which I can do in 10 minutes, no problem. So yeah, if I only have 10 minutes and I want to wear eyeshadows, I want to still work or maybe like project panning or something, I would wear a look like this. But otherwise, this is not something that I normally go for. That doesn't mean it's not pretty. It's just I know myself. And if I were to recreate this without filming this type of video, it would end up a lot darker and a lot more sparkly, and it definitely would turn more colorful. So that's just me kind of explaining how it goes with me. But I would really love to hear your opinions. Let me know if like these were actually steps that are actually in like a clean girl routine, or what you would recommend me to change. I feel like with my face, I am very clean girl, apart from the highlighter. But otherwise, I feel like the face is always very clean girl. The eyes, though, I need my colors. I've already said it a million times. I would really appreciate if you could like this video, comment down below. Also, like, what's your go-to lip product? If you're also, and this might sound random, but what's your like go-to lip product when you're in a hurry? Because I always am on a hunt for something really cute on the lips. Because my lips hate me and they always just... I don't even need to eat or drink or talk too much, but the lipstick always goes off of my lips, and I just have like a mustache around the borders. And that's the only thing that stays on. And I'm trying to find like cute lipsticks that might even work for me. So if you have any recommendations, please link, write it down below. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I'll be super happy to see you tomorrow with another video. So bye.